and the grown folks. And one of the police reports, they asked the child, like, well, did any money ever exchange hands? Like, it's a full-blown investigation. Did any money ever exchange hands? The one little kid, they like, yeah. The cop was like, well, how do you know that? He was like, man, because my mom would have money or little white stuff in her hand that she didn't have before they left. I'm like, man, he was a different type of individual. Other police report, her daughter say, yeah, there was a guy who came in and I was upstairs and he came upstairs and he put his thing in my noonie pot. I'm like, yeah, that ain't good. That ain't, you know what I mean? She making her, you know, her kids, her son and her daughter have sex with each other while grown folks sit there and watch. This is the type of stuff that she's caught up in. So I'm saying, I don't stand a chance. Like, if you'll throw your kids under the bus like that, you don't got no pics at all. She told the police, yeah, I seen the whole thing. They wait 6 months. Was it 6 months? 6 months to take an official statement from her. 6 months, like she told you. I told you this right here, right now. And you wait another 6 months to take an official statement. What are you waiting for? Like, the time is right now. We gotta hurry up and move on this. We gotta get these people off the street. They waited 6 months to take a tape recorder statement of this one. She get on the tape recorder, they turn it on, introduce themselves on the tape recorder, and they just let her go. And she tell her story. But the thing about her story was, she didn't tell them anything different than what was already in the newspaper. How did she know about the sexual assault if she wasn't there? That's the only thing tying me to this case. The sexual assault. How else? Can't tell me they didn't piece that together. They didn't care though, you know what I mean? It wasn't within their best interest to start investigating what this woman had to say. So they took her story, they took her tape recorder statement, and she put me as a shooter, another guy by the name of Earl Cavistock, and another guy by the name of Dorian Morfield. Now, again, let me give you a little history on these two guys. Earl Cavistock. Now, the victim, in this case, her name is Vernon Robinson, right? Vernon Robinson's brother, Eugene Robinson, who had got murdered 2 years before this situation had happened. Can anybody guess who was, out of the 3 people, who was on that case, that murder of Eugene Robinson? Out of Dorian Morfield and Earl Cavistock, I'm gonna get y'all a guess. Who was involved in that? What do you think? Dorian or Earl? Dorian, Earl Cavistock. Earl Cavistock, accused of killing this woman's brother, shooting him 19 times. 19 times. He's an easy pick. Definitely throwing him in the mix, right? So you got me, my name is in the newspaper, Earl Cavistock, accused of killing the girl's brother 2 years before, never got a conviction. Witness just decided, you know what, I'm scared, I don't want to have nothing to do with that. So, egg on the DA's face, because they don't got no witness, gotta let her go. 19 times. You know they wasn't feeling that. They had to let this man go, and they got a witness right here saying, yeah, I seen him kill that man. Had to let him go. So you gotta throw him in the mix. And the Moorfields, sure in Union Town, y'all got them same as Hazelwood, biggest family, you know what I mean? Biggest family in the community. You could have picked any one of the Moorfields. Because they accused of doing all the wrong in the community, right? So there was the 3 suspects. After they took her statement, they issued warrants. I was the only one that turned myself in. No sooner than I found out that there was a warrant for my arrest. Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I stayed out for the weekend. I partied for the weekend. I wasn't ready to go in yet. I wasn't ready to go in yet. I wasn't ready yet. But I knew come Monday I was turning myself in. But I wasn't ready yet. So I turned myself in. It was a Friday or something like that. I told the lawyer, listen, man, I'll see you on Monday, man. Went in Monday, 17 years later, man, I didn't just get back out of jail. From that weekend, that Monday, I would have never thought in a million years, it would be 17 years later, that I would see my freedom again. That's crazy. And that's the short version. You feel what I'm saying? 17 years and I did the right thing. Like I turned myself in, everybody else ran. But here's the kicker. I ain't even mad. I ain't even mad. Like that's what, and I think that's what kills them more than anything. Because the process taught me so much. Like I'm not excusing away what they done. You understand what I'm saying? But that process taught me so much. And in all actuality, it saved my life. From the moment that I turned myself in, my wife saw me. God got a plan for us. I don't know who God is though at the time. You understand what I'm saying? I don't got a clue. Who's that? He got some money for me for his lawyer? And that's all, you know what I mean? That's what's gonna make the situation better. She like, man, God don't need no money. He is money. He's everything. Man, listen, you talking crazy. These people need money. You know what I mean? We got a hot $5,000. You can't fight no homicide with no $5,000. And we on a payment plan. You know we ain't got no money. Straight up. She on welfare, Section 8, got 5 kids. I got 3 kids. She living in the shack. My mama work for the county, but she ain't got nothing on nothing. At all. What we gonna do? So the lawyer, he like, well, you know, I represent you. Just tell, you know, just give me a little bit every week. Trial time come. I'm like, dang, man. Yeah, this ain't gonna go good. I'm lost though. I'm 19 years old. This is bigger than me. The cameras is flashing. I'm being called all type of gang bangers, gang members, ruling the whole community, terrorizing the public. Got the system on blast. Like they cannot believe somebody had the audacity to kill a state witness. It's never been done. At least not in Pittsburgh. I don't know about Indian town. Y'all might be killing people like crazy. Not in Pittsburgh, you know what I mean? Like, what? Y'all killed the state witness while in protective custody? Who do y'all think y'all are? And it goes down in Hazelwood. Trust me what I'm telling you. It's a long history of murders that have never been solved. And now they have somebody willing to, whose back is against the wall for real, for real. Pick my jury, lawyer, not telling me anything, not guiding me through the process, and lost. This is a capital murder case. 4 months after I turned myself in, I was on trial. I was actually in trial for capital murder. 4 months later. The other 2 guys weren't even in custody yet. There's no way in the world that I was supposed to be anywhere near a courtroom 4 months on a capital murder case. They're trying to stick a needle in my arm. What courtroom? Go there what? Who? Man, tell your mother to go up there. I ain't going nowhere. That's what I should have told him. But I ain't know no better. Sat there, trial was going on. 4 days. Trial took 4 days. That's it, capital murder. 4 days. 4th day came, the DA rested, the lawyer, he decided he gonna rest too. I said, it ain't over, what you talking about, you resting? Like, it ain't over, you ain't even put no witnesses on it. What you talking about? I said, I got 2 witnesses right here, only 2 people that I felt could have saved my life at the time, right? My Alabama witness, who was sitting there, 8 months pregnant at all, but she was with me, right? And the guy who was willing to say that I never put my hands on Vernon Robinson because that was the motive. That was the only reason I was sitting here. What do you mean you're not going to put my whip? I'm supposed to punch him in his face at this point. Like we're supposed to be in there rumbling. They're going to cuff me for a reason this time. But I sat there and I let it happen. I let them people take my life away. Me, I did that. Right? But I was ignorant, I was 19, what did I know? It was bigger than me. Like this whole thing just got out of control. And I'm like, oh, I couldn't slow the train down. What can I do? What can I do? It's me. Little old black kid from the, you know, I can't do nothing about this. Jury came back with the verdict. I turned around with Song, who I had only been dating for 6 months at the time. Right? 6 months. We was just, you know, having fun, right? 6 months. We sitting on trial, capital murder. Verdict is in. She's sitting right here behind me. I turned around with her like, what you gonna do? Well, I need to know, what you gonna do? I'm going to get found guilty. I'm going to jail. She's like, I ain't trying to hear that. God ain't in that. That's what I'm talking about. Tell her how you really feel. She want to go over there. She want $5 on top of it. The song, like I said, we was dating for about 6 months, having fun. I didn't want her to be my girlfriend. She wanted me to be her husband. Right? I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. She like, yeah, yes you do, you just don't know it yet. I'm like, no, I got my own mind. I got choices. She's like, no, you don't. With my husband. I'm like, oh, I get mail with Sandra and came on. I'm like, you gonna just take my last name, right? That's what it was, right? But I still fought it to the end. I'm still fighting. Right? I'm still fighting. Help. But I turned around to her, like, what you gonna do? She said, all right. I looked at her like, man, something seriously wrong with you, man, for real. I turned back around like, why? This is what it's gonna be. Turned around, little white dude stood up, yeah, guilty on everything. I'm like, why? I ain't gonna lie, I almost buckled. I almost fell down, like I couldn't believe, like, hold up, on everything, like on everything. Like I ain't getting like nothing, it's going my way, like everything, get everything. I said, dang, y'all some, man, y'all vicious. Stood up, cuffed me, took me out of the courtroom. It's like, it's almost like it wasn't my life. You understand what I'm saying? Like this cannot, this bad stuff always goes for me. It can't be this bad. It just can't be this bad. And the whole time song is in my ear, talking all this, God, gonna work it out, you just watch and see. And I'm like, man, listen, I ain't trying to hear that right now. Not right now. I don't want